Well, hello and welcome to a new video where we are going to take a look at the performance of Hogwarts Legacy on the Nvidia RTX 1080 generation. And we're playing this at 1440p with Nvidia DLSS set to quality. And we're playing this at the ultra settings right now because Hogwarts Legacy was one of the games which really used to need quite a lot of VRAM when it was released and was gonna be a pretty stuttery mess without that. So I'm very curious to find out just how well this has aged. So let's go ahead and see if we will encounter a lot of stutters here or a lot of stuttering due to the fact that we don't have enough VRAM available to us. I mean, that's why I have the frame time graph up here for you to see so that you can actually judge for yourself if that is smooth or not. And right now it's pretty much a smooth line. I mean, this is inside the DELL Precision 5690, which means that not only do we have 64 GB of system memory in here as well, and I haven't played this game in really quite a long time, so I don't really know what I have to do or what I'm doing here. So forgive my gameplay. But yeah, we also do have a Core Ultra 7165H. So yeah, we should definitely be fine, generally speaking. Okay, so I don't really see stuttering here, but what I do see though is textures loading in. I mean, you can see textures popping in here, which are simply loading in quite late and are quite noticeable. And you can also see that we do have a lot of frame time spikes here. So yeah, once again, I guess it is proven correctly that Hogwarts Legacy definitely prefers more VRAM than what we have to offer here. And that's kind of sad because this really is the first game which really shows the limitations of this card, which performance-wise, from the rasterization standpoint, is just very, very strong. But due to the fact that we have a pretty limited VRAM here, it means that we simply do not see the performance that this card could offer us in theory. I'm just gonna use my broom and fly around here a little bit more, because why the hell not, right? So yeah, that is obviously a bit concerning to me, because this really is the first AAA title where I encountered this problem, at least where I encountered it this noticeable. I guess we did saw it in Helldivers 2 as well, to some degree, but yeah, definitely not as much as we are seeing here. I mean, if you're just standing around, standing still and not really moving, and all the textures have been loading in, which obviously is not in the VRAM in that case, but rather is in the RAM of the system, which is why we are seeing 25 gigabytes plus system VRAM usage here. Then you don't really have the problem with lag spikes and something like that. But if you don't have that, and you actually do see textures loading in because you are moving around, like we are doing here right now, then that is obviously not optimal. And yeah, I mean, it's still absolutely fine and a playable experience here to me, and I would have no problem playing Hogwarts Legacy here at 1440p. But what I'm gonna do here is really see just how much the rasterization performance, or I don't know if actually VRAM is utilized, or if there's more VRAM utilized here when we are setting this to the native 1440p resolution. But I'm really just curious to find out how well it's going to run without any DLSS applied here. Alright, that is not too shabby. I mean, 50 FPS, so quite a heavy dip in FPS performance here, and definitely pretty noticeable, but still very much playable. Oh, we're dropping into the 30s right now. Okay, so it definitely needs DLSS for 1440p ultra settings here. Otherwise, it's definitely not going to be as fun. But then again, it's still a fine experience here to play. So yeah, looking at this, I would say you definitely want to use DLSS if you're going to play the ultra settings. And to be quite frank, DLSS looks fantastic in this game, so I would have no problem using that. And it's actually what I have been using when I've been playing this here on the mobile systems, even though I do not really use it on my desktop, I think, because the 6900 XT simply is powerful enough for this game. at 1440p, but yeah, if you want to play it on your mobile system, I guess that is not a bad choice to make. And yeah, you can see, I guess it's really hard to see due to the fact that it's pretty dark outside here. But yeah, it is still a really, really beautiful game to me. And I guess you can definitely play it at these settings here.